Is it me or Lego has been just showing off its big truck energy for this season? Because it really does look like. And on today's menu, we got the Lego delivery truck set 60440, and it brings 1061 pieces, which is 63 pieces more than the car transporter, just for you to have a little idea. Now this box is actually thicker than the one from the car transporter, and it was so full that even one of the bags was just glued under the tab on the opposite side, and I really had to go and stick it. So I think it's pretty obvious that this is a big set. I mean, no one is indifferent to something like this. And I mean, come on, look at it. It's it's taking the last delivery truck we had and dial it up to 11. That's what Lego did here. And many years have passed since then. We have a big catalog of parts, and they are here put in really good use. Also, the way Lego is positioning this is a bit different from that one. I would say that this one is gonna be a mainstream set for sure, and I think Lego also wanted to shatter those speculators and those scalpers' dreams, and yeah, so good job on that, Lego. Although Lego is still pushing the price quite hard, but it's a different story. But enough talking, let's see what the fuss is all about. Before we look at every element by itself, I really want us to take a closer look at the whole thing and really appreciate the details and the sheer magnitude of this set, and what Lego delivered here. No pun intended. I want to start with the small side builds first. I'm starting with this one because I'm really not sure the context of a hot dog stand given the packaging, and you see that the truck is basically delivering stock to a logistical center, just a warehouse, and when you look at the minifigures that are supposed to work at that place that we will look into later, honestly, I'm not entirely sure why. I mean, you can have two storylines here. You can have one where the trucker just stops somewhere to have a hot dog or something, and another one where, yeah, he's just doing the delivery. Probably that's the best way to look at this. But I'm not complaining. Well, I am, in terms of storyline and context. It's just that it just confuses me. But otherwise, it looks really amazing. I think it's a really nice addition, even though for me, I'm still scratching my head around it. But I really like it. I really like the little stand for the poster with the price, and yeah, and the whole thing is a really small build, but very efficient. There's even a little fridge for beverages, so you got yourself here a Vita Rush for your to gulp down your hot dog, and 2 hot dogs, some sauces, and a little umbrella here. So all in all, small build, but very cute and very well made. The second side build for the set is this little cute forklift. Now, it's been ages since I wanted to get myself this part on a set to do some forklifts of my own. I even bought a set, the grocery store, I think. I'll put it on screen. Very recently at a price that was way above its price, but yeah, it's out of circulation for some reason. Such a nice set. And I bought it specifically, not specifically, but because I really wanted the forklift part, and now I have 2. So yeah, happy. But overall, this is a pretty neat little forklift. I really like what they did here. So the building around this is really nice. What they did here for the fender, is pretty smart. And even the light, they use a curved slope in trans blue that really follows the shape of it. So yeah, there's many neat little details, and it's not like it's the best forklift we had visually, but it looks cool still, and it works. It works really well, not just for lifting stuff, but also as a catapult, because yeah. So you might want to add this to your medieval town for some reason. With the side builds out of the way, we finally get to the good stuff. Now, as you see, in case you didn't notice yet, yes, this is pretty much an American truck, big rig, all yellow, and yes, very inspired by the previous Lego delivery truck we had, but then, you know, dialed up to 11. So this one was, when it was revealed, a lot of people weren't happy. There was a bit of a controversy because of the front the shaping wasn't good, or this or that, and personally I don't know what people were talking about. I mean, you can like it or not, but it's its own thing. It has its own character, and I think the designers did a terrific job here. Even if you don't like how the grill looks, I mean, it's silver. It's yeah, I mean, it's probably not for everyone, but I think it's a pretty good achievement. Now, I'm coming from a place where I've been trying to model on for quite a few months, and then I stopped. I've been trying to revisit an old set of mine, which was basically something like this. It's a set from the 80s. And I mean, at one point I was building this and I was like, oh, come on. Oh, I could have done this like this or this like that. And in the end, I learned a lot from this building experience. There's a lot to like here, and design-wise, it's pretty amazing, I would say. But then it comes down to personal taste, and it's more about that. Now, let's start by the front. So people didn't really like the shaping. I think it was because of the grill being probably the fact that it's also 3 stud wide, and so this is a 5 stud wide. That the main truck is 6 wide, but they try to play around with construction on the side and play around with half plate lengths, and yeah, to give it more irregular surfaces, and it works to good effect. Nice headlights. Now this, of course, opens up. Now this is probably one of the worst parts of the set, because there you go. So this happens a lot. So the hood here is a double, there's 2 axles of rotation, and this one goes here. So when you do this, you're expecting the other axle to go up to open the hood a bit more, but yeah, there's too much friction there, so I'm not sure if it's the way I build it that is keeping that part too tight. Not sure. They gave us 2 brick high doors, so that's nice. A lot of construction on the side. So little stairs here. This is pretty sleek all over the bottom part of the truck, and it's yeah, not a lot of detail there. It's just very sleek. Now, of course, the build is symmetrical. We get some nice lights on top, so that's pretty much what you're expecting for a truck like this. But look at this. This looks pretty good. I don't even care about the wheels being too small. It works. It works pretty well. Also the fender piece. I think they're using what a lot of car manufacturers are doing now with their designs, where you look at the car and the wheel arches are black plastic that makes it look like the wheels are bigger when in fact they're not. And I think this is being used here too, to good effect. And yeah, so some of the details I really like. Let's go on the back. So we do have a fire extinguisher, we have a first aid kit, and we have the little representation of a tube, either for electric supply of the trailer or just the hair for the brakes, whatever. Normally there's always at least 2 cables. This can be connected to the trailer, but if you turn the trailer too much, it just disconnects. So yeah, this is something I thought that they were probably trying to do on the car transporter too. The places to add this red whip are there, both in the truck and in the trailer, but the piece didn't come, so they didn't use it, probably because it wasn't working. An optimistic side of me wants to think that Lego is trying to release a spiraled kind of whip piece, but in a spiral, like those old telephone cords, but they didn't make it to production. So yeah, maybe keep an eye on new pieces. That might be something. Who knows? Then more detailing, some lights on the back. That's pretty neat. Exhaust, and of course we have the 5th wheel hitch. That again, I cannot praise enough. It's this is a game changer for truck building. It's a really functional part, and not just for trucks. I mean, you saw what they did on the mobile crane. They use it also for good effects there. So yeah, this is just freestanding here, so that's nice because you can always have a bit of motion when you're rolling the truck, so like a real thing. And then they put the rear headlights, not headlights, rear lights there, because it was probably the only place they still had to make it work. And it works well. It works well. Then you can see that we have these panel pieces on both sides, which is very realistic too, because it's a way of keeping, you know, less air resistance between because of all the gap that normally trucks have between them and trailer, and this minimizes the drag, and it's a neat little addition that, yeah, I also tried to do that on my truck, but they beat me to it, damn it. So yeah, so this is pretty much all construction on side here. This is effectively, this is a 6 wide truck, with a lot of side building for walls, because that way the 6 stud wide interior is all usable, as you will see in a bit. And let's say I might say that the only downside of this set for me, or at least the truck, is this ends up being a bit too plain. I mean, it's really sleek, don't get me wrong, it's really well done, and I really like that they ended up not using a one part rooftop piece just to do this. They decided to build it from scratch, and that this gives it even more character, you know, and it shows how much love they pour into this. Now there's a window on top that it's just, there's really no light pouring down the back of the truck, unfortunately, because this is its own thing, and I would have preferred to see a window here. Now I also know that on site construction, doing something like that with a small window would have been really difficult. So yeah, that's a shame, but I get it. At least they gave us a little suggestion here that, as you can see, really doesn't lead light anywhere. So yeah, that's a shame. Well, since we got this removed, one of the things I like the least about this is the white interior. So you can see we have the 5x1 rounded plate, so that's offset, so you can put 2 figures side by side, which is nifty. The seats have like headrests, so that's nice. And then on the back, as you can see, they managed to take advantage of the building on the side, and yeah, have a 6 stud wide bed. Well, not wide, yes, you know what I mean. So now it's pretty nice. You can fit the minifigure perfectly. You see, after a long day of hauling. And now this is nifty, a little tiger on the TV. And this tiger seems like the one from the Jungle Explorer set that they were filming, or still are, I don't know. What time is it in Lego World? But yeah, this is, again, everything is connected. But yeah, so this is pretty cool. I was expecting to have more space inside, but after I built it, I saw that, yeah, I mean, it's just a bed. And it's fine, it's fine. I mean, I wish there was a kitchenette inside, you know, a fridge, and shelves with pots, and a garden, you know. But no, Lego decided not to put a garden inside it. And now I'll show you how the two figures fit side by side. Look at this. Two best buds. Yay. Anyways, the interior is nice, functional. It just seems like you would expect a lot more inside from the looks of it. But I think the panels here also help to create that illusion. But yeah, all in all, it's pretty neat. Well, a little lighting, of course. And this just sits perfectly on top. Personally, I like it a lot. It looks pretty respectable in size. This is, yeah, it's pretty good. I like it very much. Here it is in all its glory, with big printed panel pieces, like overkill. This is amazing. I'm really happy what they did here, and to do this they didn't give us just like the same print on the four of them. They gave us one print, two prints, which is a mirrored version of that one, and then a third one that is reused here upside down, to really good effect. Now it's not perfect, mind you. This here, I feel like it's too much gap between the print and the edge of the panel, and you'll see that here, for example, is a bit less, but you can see that it's a bit misaligned. You can even see that the blue here ended up bleeding on top of the yellow there. So I mean, there's there's like 4 or 5 colors here, and so each color it's a passage of the pad, and sometimes they just don't align. It happens. Here it's the blue is a bit better on this one, but yeah, overall, if you think, and of course we need to talk about prices later, but trust me when I tell you that this helped up the price of this set. Talking of which, this set is really nice. There's 2 of these 4x4 tiles with the Lego print, and it looks really good. I mean, they just needed to, yeah, worry about the red and the black. Oh, and the white also, now I think about it. Yeah, the white looks pretty good. Huh. Well, it's white on yellow, so yeah, the print had to be good. But yeah, overall, I really like the shaping of it. You can see the little piece where it's supposed to couple, where you're supposed to put the red whip on. So this suggestion of the protection rails for avoid cars from just, yeah, going under the trailer in case of an accident. Same on the back here, they also gave us the bars here. That's also pretty neat. Then we got these little doors, which in some other truck they would never put this and the panels, opening panels on the back, so I'm really appreciative of them using this. It's really nice to, you know, to just give it a bit more of realism, to make it more grounded in reality. So really appreciate this. Don't expect to take the pallets out from here though, but I mean they fit, you know, but yeah, not practical. We also have some mud guards just free hanging here, so that's cool. Then we have the stand. So the whole trailer is made in two major parts, the top part and the undercarriage here. Now the undercarriage it goes higher than you might think. These rounded pieces here, the gray ones, light bluish gray, are part of the undercarriage. Everything else comes, basically the top starts on this black plate. So even these are part of the undercarriage. There's almost as much, no, I would say it's a bit less, but there's a lot of building for the undercarriage. There was probably 2 bags for the top and 2 for the bottom. Don't quote me on that, but that was quite a lot. Then here, let's start with this. We have some tools and more tools because it's a big truck and big trucks need their tools. Actually, if you want to take a driver's license for a truck driver, you need to learn mechanics too. At least some friends of mine that are truck drivers, they had to do it when they were taking the license. Probably it's too big of a crate for tools, but yeah, we get it. Yeah, then of course the panels and the way they open. So there's a lot of friction here. Don't expect this to come down in any way. They're really well secured. Yeah, I mean, really good. So it will stand like this easily, and yeah, they do touch at a certain angle. Huh, take that, Lamborghini. Now, for what we're effectively carrying, we have 2 different sets of pallets. We have one with an interstellar spaceship and prison set we got this year, and 2 more sets we got this year. So the rescue helicopter and the fire department SUV, and so we got 2 of each, and that's pretty neat. Also, if you stop and think about it, in the Lego world, this truck is not delivering Lego sets, or at least not the way we perceive it. It's actually delivering high quality representations of stuff from real world. Well, in their world. So these are super high quality replicas or models. Think about it. Now, of course, if you're used to forklifts, you know that you always need to give it a little push with your other hand, but it's easy enough to operate with just one hand and using the other one just to make sure that the pallets don't slide. And as you can see, because of the under 2x2 inverted tile, things just fall into place really well, and that's also keeps things from moving around too much while inside the truck. But yeah, pretty nifty. Works pretty well, even if it does not have an operator. Jesus. Well, that's new. The minifigure selection is quite right if we look at the side builds. I mean, if we want to go with the idea that the truck is unloading on a logistical center or at a supermarket or something, we do have 2 minifigures, the same uniform. So it's hard to say what this minifigure really does. This one is at least based on the packaging, the forklift operator, but you can of course use the other minifigure to do so. You just need to swap the hair with the head. And yeah, so that's the hard part for me to understand. What are these on this set, especially with the hot dog stand? So I don't understand if she's a patron of the hot dog stand, or yeah. Then, but let's look at them. So basically they use the same torso, different legs. Yeah. No alternate faces here, but still nice face. Yeah, dark blue legs here and black legs here. Then we got, I'm not sure if it would be a store manager or the person that wants to talk to the manager. That's also a possibility. Really nice sweater here. Really like the print. Of course, she brings the little 2x1 tile with a smartphone print. We do have alternate face here. Really nice. And yeah, it's a really nice figure. Although I don't know what this person is in the set. Honestly, for me, they could have just have left me with this minifigure and one of the two over there. I would be happy. Now, I'm not sure if this is a new print for the jacket. It's a really nice jacket. Really like it. Little trucker hat. And oh, and we get I really like the beard, and we have a spare one. So I got a spare one. I'm probably, well, every set gets a spare one of these. I really like the expression of this figure, and of course you can easily use the minifigure like this. Yeah, it's a simple print but effective, and I really like it. The selection for me is pretty fair. Still trying to understand these three minifigures. I don't say no to minifigures, of course. I just trying to understand if, yeah, the setting for this set would be a supermarket, or like I said, a logistics center, or yeah, or I mean, even this minifigure could be just someone passing by the hot dog stand, and while the truck driver is getting his lunch, you know. So there's a lot of ways of seeing this. So more minifigures is better than less minifigures for sure. But if they were deciding to only have the forklift operator and the truck driver, I would be fine too. So final thoughts. It is a great set. It's above all a little piece of, let's say, Lego memorabilia somehow. There's a rich history of Lego trucks and Lego stores made of Lego throughout Lego's history, and this fits in the way it should. And like I said before, they just upped the levels. It is a quite premium set when you look at how much it brings. Of course, the price tag is quite steep. But then when you build this and you understand that, given what we've been getting from Lego and the prices have been practicing, yeah, this is 100 euros of Lego for sure. Now, when I say it's a premium set, it's because, of course, of the amazing care they had with graphic design. The printing is pretty good. You only get like 2 or 3 stickers. So for the little sign here, we have 2 prints there, and then we have the TV inside the cab. I mean, there's a lot here, and it is a lot of money for sure. Although I managed to get mine for 82.99 in the day it was released, so there was these sales on Intertoys, and I managed to get it a bit cheaper. It feels better at 82.99 for sure. But overall, like I said, this is a piece of memorabilia. More than anything else, this is probably something that you'll want to display, and that's, if I find a place, that's what I want to do. I want to display this because it's really amazing. This is a modern rendition of what Santa Claus and its sled with the reindeers would be. I mean, Lego could do a recolor of this in red, and instead of you could use exactly the same figure. You just put a white beard and a red Santa outfit, And yeah, you could see it happen. Well, you wish it could happen. You can imagine the idea, but I'm not sure Lego would do something like that. But that's really the thing. And this appeals not just for to Lego fans. The day I went to the store, I bought this at Intertoys. And if you saw the video, the sets were not in the shelves yet. And I talked with a lady, and the lady told me to go to the stock room. And I came back, and when I was gonna pay, she holds the box. Oh yes, the Lego truck. Oh, this is so nice. And the lady, I mean, this as a set, as a big possibility of becoming a real classic. I think this set might stay in the market for a long time. At least I hope so. To give everyone the chance to get it. Also to probably find it at a discount more often, because it's a set that I think every Lego fan will love to have, even the ones that don't like or have anything to say against the set or the way it looks in the front. But you know, it's more about what it represents than anything else. It's a really smart way of doing publicity to itself, Lego as a company, you know. And it's it doesn't matter if you show up with a Lego t-shirt or something. You're already doing that because you show your love for the brand, and the brand really likes that. And here it's the same thing. You're gonna buy this and you're gonna display it, and you'll be very proud of it because it represents really the one brand that you really like. And like I said, not just for fans like me and probably you watching this video. I think there's a wide appeal for this set, not just because it's a truck, but because of what it represents. And so I think the appeal of the set really lies there. Personally, I like it very much. A lot of functions, so it's not just a truck with a ad on the side. You know, it's there's a little set which is cute. It's fun. It's you got yourself a little forklift, a little really cute hot dog stand that I still don't understand why it's here, but it is. Yeah, it's a really good job from Lego. And I'm not sure when the previous truck was released, if it was met with the same reception. I wasn't collecting Lego back then, so I was in my sabbatical that lasted like 15 years or so. And I think the set back then also hit the right notes, you know, and this is just taking that set to a new height, and they upped the bar really high with this one. And I don't know if we're gonna get something similar in the next 10 years. If we do, I cannot wait to see what they have reserved for us, because this is gonna be really a hard one to top. So yeah, it's a great set with a great build, a lot of detail, a lot of prints, good prints too. It's a nifty little piece of memorabilia if you want to display it, but it also falls right into that kind of limbo we're at with big vehicles from Lego, in this wave in particular, with the mobile crane and a car transporter. And what I don't know what else to say. It's really good. It's really good. I don't think it would be my favorite set of the year, but I really like what it represents, and they did a terrific job with this one. And yeah, can't wait for 2025 and see what's behind the door there. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I know that I left some things out of this video that I'm sure you want to see, so stay tuned. In the meantime, like, comment, subscribe, do your thing, and I'll see you on the next one.